Another phrase I often hear you use, Sid, is the size of the prize. What do you mean by this and why is it so important?
The size of the prize is the amount of money that is at stake for the client organization in the business opportunity that is at stake itself. We have had student groups in the past who have said, this is a wonderful market, it's rich, the companies are profitable, it's growing at 20%, but there is no actual dollar number for what this company might make out of that marketplace in any scenario. So the size of the prize is saying, forget what you've actually learned about the market or the world or the situation. What is actually at stake for this company? What could the company make or not make if it acts or doesn't act in this particular business arena? Path to the prize is not necessarily all dollars. Size of the prize is dollars. Path to the prize may be dollars. You've got to spend some money. You've got to make some investment. Or it could be also physical data. You have to canvass 90 medium-sized retailers of this product, and you have to achieve sales to 20% of those at certain rates. So there's a mixture of what happens through time, what happens physically, what gets decided. All that comes together to being the path to the prize. So it's a mixture of physical data as well as dollar outcomes.
Right. And would it be reasonable to say that pretty much every executive summary should include both the size of the prize and the path to the prize?
Pretty well, pretty well. There are rare exceptions, but pretty well, yes. You try very hard to get a size of the prize. What is at stake for you here? And you try very hard to get the path to the prize. What will it cost you to get there? And what physical achievements in your operating system and your selling system are required to get you there? What do you have to do to the competition, putting it crudely?
Sure.
As well as what you have to do to the customers and what you have to do internally.
And what's quite interesting to me as well is that in the path to the prize, you've expressed it in a quantitative fashion. So it's not just saying qualitatively you need to do this, you need to look in this kind of a market. The way you described it had actual numbers of customers that needed to be approached, response rates, hit rates, but numerical quantities. Is that, again, sort of normal for path to the prize, or can you sometimes have a qualitative path to the prize?
Very rarely is it purely qualitative. Let me give you an example. A few years ago, I was looking at a company that distributes computers very well, and it also distributes every other kind of office product or paper. The customers were asked every year to say what they thought about this company and how they compared it with its competitors. The ratings started to look poor. People were giving verbal comments like service not very good. What did that mean? They started going out and interviewing. But very interestingly, what the company said was, inside the numbers we have a problem. We will set the management, the sales management, so the hidden client said to the sales management, I want that number to go up. So even though what was there was an intangible feeling about the quality of service, the company made it tangible, made it into a number. Then, of course, the path to the prize of getting a better number was a whole range of touchy-feely human things, procedural things, computer system things, investments in higher stocks, better quality. A large number of things had to happen to get that purely human feeling of this is about the best quality in the industry. So it's very, very interesting that to get there you have to do some human stuff, but a lot of it is actually driven by numbers. How many people do you put in? What resource do you put in? What specific levels of performance do you expect those guys to achieve at the other end?
And that is the standard that we are expecting in our final reports and presentations.
Yeah, the final report has to say to the company what you have to engineer to deliver differently and measurably, if humanly possibly, in order to make the grade with this bunch of customers in this particular business environment.